Saving and investing is about creating a better life for you and your family. But more and more, there's a focus on making a better world as well. There are ways that your money can build a cleaner, fairer, and more sustainable future.
Being sustainable is a huge part of our lives, especially since having a baby as well. We use cloth nappies, we don't use wet wipes. And in terms of waste, we're always looking for ways that we can shop plastic free.
When I go shopping, because I'm just so on this plastic free world at the moment, I will go and buy loose veg or anything that's plastic free. But the downside to that is it's normally more expensive than buying fruit and vegetable that is already packaged.
It's difficult for us now, with on one salary, to do what we would really like to do.
So I hadn't thought about the environment and climate change that much up until this year, actually. So my brother is quite a big activist and is doing a lot of campaigning and is very, very concerned about where the world is going in terms of climate change and the knock-on effects that that's going to have down the line in terms of migration and potential conflict.
It's never been something that's been in the forefront of my mind, but I'm aware of it. I recycle, I cycle to work.
In life in general, we are concerned about the environment. We recycle. We cycle a lot rather than using the car. We have the allotment, and so we're concerned about food miles. But it's not something that's really moved over into our thinking about investment so far.
No, I agree, but with more time at our disposal, and if this is something that is going to come more to the fore in the world of finance, then I think we'll feel very enthusiastic about it, and we'll do more in the future.
I would say the reason why I don't think about the environment so much when it comes to investment or life really is because of my priorities to get my finances in order. That's what's at the forefront of my mind. And probably in another 5 years, who knows, I will be more focused on the environment and then make better choices, probably.
There is only so much that I can do alone, so I can do my everyday baby steps, but I am just one person at the end of the day. I want my money to match my morals, so the companies that we invest in should be applying the due diligence to ensure that they are sustainable, that they are mindful of what they do to the environment and the wider communities that they interact with.
I think previously I might have thought that thinking about things from a sustainable point of view might potentially have detracted from returns, but I've read so much recently about how actually thinking about ESG issues can actually add to returns and can actually help you invest in more sustainable, forward-thinking companies that are geared towards a low-carbon future. So actually I think I'm coming more and more around to the idea that it would actually help my investments in the long run.
I think it would be really helpful to me if I knew that the company I was investing through were also taking these topics seriously and would take the lead a little bit, since it's not an area I know much about, in the same way that I know little about finance and therefore choose someone to help me with that. I hope that that same company would also take their responsibilities towards sustainability and good governance seriously too.
I think that the more companies with whom we invest can present us with options, then the better choices we're going to be in a position to make, and we're completely open to that.
The start of our investment journey, we were focused on return. In this stage of our investing, maybe we can afford to think a little bit more widely, and knowing that this is an important topic, take that on board and make different choices.
I think sustainable investments will inevitably become more and more part of our investing life. Not necessarily intentionally, but as they become more mainstream and there are more products available, I think it will just start to filter through.
We're doing our bit, I think, for sustainability, and it's important to us because we want Uno to have a sustainable world.
Being a teacher as well, the children absolutely know about it in this day and age, and getting it, feeding it from them and bringing it home as well. It's just, I think that's the kind of world that Una's going to be, I want Una to be brought up in.
We know from friends, from family, from younger acquaintances that issues of sustainability certainly are very important, especially to the younger generation. And I think we've got a lot to learn here.
I think the world as a whole does need to change and rethink about its attitude towards the environment, because at the end of the day, we've only got this one planet. It's the only one we've got, and we've got to be mindful of what our actions do and how that impacts the world and also future generations.
We're all thinking more about the impact our lives are having on the world around us, and that's a good thing. We've only got one planet, and we want to hand it on to the next generation in good shape. We can do the right thing and earn a decent return on our savings. No one now thinks it's one or the other. And there's a lot more to sustainable investing than looking after the environment. Treating customers and workers fairly and promoting good values and governance is not just the right thing to do, it's good business too. So, whether you're committed to an ethical approach already or just exploring what it means, sustainable investing is here to stay.